Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'm going to be showing you how I made my latest song Drift. So make sure to go stream it if you haven't already. It came out 2 days ago. I always film these videos like 2 days after my singles come out to show you how I actually made it, because I think it's educational and also entertainment when I mess up, which is really common. So yeah, let's just get into it. So firstly, you may notice again it says Edu Bandlab. I just cook in school. Like every time in music GCSE, it's like do your compositions. People, and like if they say you can use Bandlab, like there's some people who are struggling to even like load it up, I guess obviously because they're not experienced with music production. And then there's just me who in that space of like 20 minutes has crafted a new song. So yeah, basically I made this in school and I just did the final tweaks at home before I uploaded it to my distributor. So let's go through the intro, then the verse, then the pre-chorus and the chorus. We'll just go through the song in order. So firstly, we have this lovely cowbell lead that sounds like this. And you can kind of hear that there's like loads of different layers to it, which is pretty cool. And then for the second half of the intro, I bring in the 808 that follows the same pattern. Then the 4-beat countdown, and then we go into the verse. So for the rest of that, it's literally just my producer tag and a sweep. In this song, I've done no crazy like crashes and all that. It's all like, what's that so long thing? I'm assuming that so long thing is a riser. Yeah, it's a little snare riser. So you got the so long snare riser, just a gated snare riser, a super late snare riser, and sweeps. I didn't actually use all 16 tracks that Bandlab's free version like lets you have access to. But yeah, for the intro, it's actually that lead, the cowbell lead, the cowbell lead, the 808, my producer tag, and then the sweep, which takes us nicely into intro, where the main 808 kind of plays as the melody along with the drums. So yeah, the drums are so nice. They got like little perks, kicks, claps, hi-hats. See, that basically continues. And then you have the sub bass, which you probably will not be able to hear. So I'll turn it all the way up. So yeah, you've got the 808, the sub bass, and the drums playing, and obviously the sweep just goes into it. And that's from the 9th till the 16th bar. No, 9th till the 17th bar. Silly me. So it just sounds like this. And then the exact same again. And then for the second half of the verse, I added 2 different counter melodies. So the first counter melody is a cowbell. Which cowbell did I use? I used the Phonk Bell Classic, and I layered I'd like to say the 3rd and the 2nd octave is what I layered. Let's go onto MIDI editor and see. Go over to the 17th bar. Oh wow, no, I layered the 5th and the 6th octave, because B flat in the 5th and B flat in the 6th. But yeah, that is high pitched like this. And it's very atmospheric because I added a lot of reverb. Just a studio reverb preset up to 100%. Please don't ask why this is my school profile picture. For some reason at school, because it's so like searches are limited. Like if you search like DJ or just like DJ decks or anything, it's like the Shutterstock, like, what's it called? Stock images? Yeah, that's it. Why did I? Okay. Stock images. Stock images, then there's those. So I just found that random one. It's literally on my to-do list for today. Change my school BandLab profile picture because it is strange. Strange. Okay, but yeah, just reverb, tone 90%, size 25%, 100% in the mix, so it's nice and spacey. And yeah, it massively contrasts to the bass melody, and together it will sound like this. The difference with this counter melody is that it actually repeats a note, so it's rather than dun dun, it's dun dun dun. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. As you can see, it then plays on the half note, and then so yeah, that plays, and then I add in a second counter melody, which I also use the phonk. I use the phonk Buildup, which is different because it has more distortion on it, and then it sounds like this. What octave did I do? Because that's like really high pitch again. Octave 9. No, I used the 7th octave. They're nice and high pitch contrasts with the low bass and the 808. And then the cowbell, I added automation to, not even to the, oh yeah, I did do volume automation, but I didn't use automation track. I just used these like little circle bits here to drag it across. So it comes in like this. Before the build-up, which is what we're going to be getting onto next. So yeah, the sweep comes in, and then the gated riser, actually I use volume automation for that before it comes in, because I have a little like 4-beat like bit where it's just a melody before the drop kicks in. I always put the risers a bar back, so that's why I automated it in so it doesn't sound like strange or like offbeat. So yeah, you've got the sweeps with the 3 risers. I'll just skip to where they're all kind of active. It sounds like this. Lovely. So yes, that's literally all I've got for build-up effects. And then just like the intro, you've got the cowbell playing, and then for the second half is where the bass will then come in, and that's exactly what happens here as well. So the build-up sounds like this. Nice and low in pitch. I can't remember if I actually turned it down in pitch. No, it's just how it normally is. The sweep. So yes, that's basically what the drop is. Then it goes into, so it's basically the verse, but it's layered with the cowbell. And then for the second half, the second half of the drop, sorry. For the first beat, I've done volume automation on the cowbell, so you can't hear the cowbell, and then it comes in again, and it's layered with the first counter melody, and then the second counter melody comes in. So I'm just basically layering the sounds more and more each time. Got to quickly pause it so you don't hear the next part. There we go, unless you've already heard the song. But basically, this says pitch down. What do you think that means? Pitch down, well done. What do you think that means? Pitch down, well done. So basically, I pitched down the lead. What like percent, how much did I pitch it down by? I pitched it down fully by an octave, so it sounds like this. then the drums come in, then just the sub bass, not the 808. So I've got no cowbell, and then the second counter melody. And yes, you hear it pitched down again. That's ready for, oh, go away! That is ready for the second build-up. Basically, it plays pitched down, and I moved the cowbell down to the drums track because empty space. I mean, to be fair, I could have just had it on a separate track. I don't know why I didn't. Ask past me that. But I layered the higher pitched one. You know, oh, it looks like it comes in gradually in volume. Yes, it does. So for the first part, it's just this one playing, and this normal cowbell is increasing in volume. Then for the second half of the build-up, a different 808 is playing, which I called louder 808. And then you still got the pitched down cowbell, and then the pitched up cowbell. Cowbell sounds like an alien word. Do you know what that is? Basically in phonics, in like reception, I think it was. An alien word is a word that does not exist. So like zug zug zug, like that's not a word, or at least in the English language it's not a word, so that's an alien word. So for me, if I keep saying the same word like over and over again, it's like I'm saying cowbell a lot. Now cowbell doesn't sound like it's a real word, so it sounds like an alien word. Okay, right. So yes, rather than this 808 pattern playing, I'm playing a different one which is much more louder and distorted. Which adds like that, it's a new sound because I hadn't played it in the song yet, so people are like, ooh, what's this? And then again with the rises and the sweeps, you know, you can see, now this is where we come into the chorus, that I cut off this sweep. I also cut off this half beat here, and then the 808, and then the sub bass and the 808 and the drums, and in the sweep as well. The reason I did this is so that the cowbell plays by itself. We got the like dung, and then it stops for half a beat, and then it all kicks back in again. So it's like, yeah, I don't really know how to describe it, but it's like loads of impact, loads of build up, and you play a sound, then you cut off, and then it all like kicks back in like really quickly. Kind of like a fake drop, but not really. So basically, it just sounds like this. So you can hear how it just stops, and then everything kicks back in, whereas with the previous chorus it was just all like continuous and like cohesive, whereas yeah, with this one it's stopped for like half a beat and then it's all kicked back in, which I think adds like a really cool effect. So that's why I cut up the sweep, because otherwise it would have cut off and then you would have still had the but yeah, so I did that just to add differentiation between the two choruses. And then I did the same as the last one, I added in the counter melodies, but this time with the last chorus I did like what's called 4 bars of counter melody 1 and then 4 bars of counter melody 2 with counter melody 1, whereas this time I've just introduced them both straight away. So it's like progress is being made right now. So skipping along, yes, well I don't know why I'm doing this. So it plays like this. Just like a nice, like, loads of volume, it's called good structure, good layering, and it's like, it's coming to an end. Here comes the outro. It's all been stripped down to just the drums and the louder 808, which follows the same pattern as this, so it doesn't sound too different. Just ends in the sweep. And that is how I made Drift. It's actually pretty simple, there's not too much going on. You just got the cowbell, the main 808, the sub bass, the build-up 808, the outro 808, the drums. Because funk and like tech house and bass house is all around the lead and the bass and the drums. That's like the main components that I always focus on getting right. And then adding counter melodies is good for differentiation, and so it's not just like plain or anything. But if you were able to stick around this far without getting bored or annoyed, or if you're just really supportive, then thank you. And Stream Drift, the music video will be on one of these videos. I'd like to say it's going to be on this side, but it's a pretty silly music video. I'll let you silly for just the parts where I'm dancing. But yeah, I really want it to like do well. So if you could stream it and tell your friends, then that would be amazing.